Nowadays, everyone is worried about future. Because of this pandemic situation, many people's source of income has affected or reduced or lost. So everybody wants to secure their present situation as well as future also. How can you secure the future? That is possible only with investments made today will become fruits tomorrow. Means today you have to make investment to get fruits tomorrow. So every day, every person needs to invest. Investment doesn't mean that there should be lakhs and crores of rupees, and that is possible only for rich people. But investment is possible even with small people also. You can see in Jan Dhan accounts, 41 crores of accounts, they are having nearly 1,31,000 crores they have made deposits in banks. It doesn't mean that they are rich. They saved money 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, 20,000 like that. So that is also investment. Investment doesn't mean that you have to invest only in industry, property, or other thing. Even if you make a deposit in bank is also investment. Even if you make deposit in a post office is also investment. And everything will secure future. Investment means it will come back with returns. Means the deposit with low risk, and if you enter into business, it is risk. If you give loans to others, it may be some risk. If you invest in speculative shares, it may be high risk. So it depends upon how much you want to invest, where to want to invest, how do you want to invest, when to invest. This is the basic questions to be answered, and what precautions to be taken for investments. So when we are having money, we have to share in four varieties, four types of investments. That is, liquid means no risk at all. That is maybe a savings account in bank or cash in hand or some other format, post office deposits like that. Next, low risk, medium risk and high risk. And also the investment should be spread many assets also, depending upon the period of requirement, maybe due to functions or marriages or house purchase or education, or based on risk also. How much risk you want to take? Based on that you can spread your investments. So that investments will secure the future of everyone. And how that investment emerges? Investments comes from today's savings. Savings means sacrificing some desires of yourself, your family members, your children and everybody. Today's sacrifice becomes savings, and that savings becomes investments, and it will secure future after some time or after at the end of life. Everything will be secured if you are having investments. That is the basic principle of investments, and that is called wealthy plus investments. I've seen so many advertisements that smoking is injurious to health. Maybe in movies, theaters, roadside or tobacco products or anything it is mentioned like that. Even in liquor, alcohol also it is mentioned that smoking is injurious to health. The same way, spending is injurious to wealth. Means excessive spending, more than your earning is excess spending. That's money spent because of with the help of borrowings or loans received or postponement of payments. So that becomes expenditure. Means excess spending above income is dangerous to wealth. Means wealth comes only from investments. Investments come from savings. Savings comes from sacrifice. So if your earnings is less than your expenditure, there will be no savings. You will not be having investments. You will not be having secured future. So there will be injury to your wealth. If you are have sacrificed something today, you can save money out of your earning, maybe small amount or anything, whatever the money. Next is it becomes investment, and it will make sure secure the future, and it can be useful for meeting any of the obligations or unforeseen events in future. So there is directly now, because of pandemic situation, and many people are facing financial crisis, maybe commercial organizations or governments or individuals, everybody is facing financial crisis. So now finance stress is causing a lot of damage to health of individuals. Means that is causing nearly 50% of health problems are due to financial reasons. So we have to avoid financial stress. Means we should be comfortable to spend and to save, to invest. How to be comfortable? If you what should we do? spend first, save next should not be the concept. It should be save first, spend next. Suppose if a person is earning, as stated earlier, in Jan Dhan account, the people are very small earning people with zero balance, but they could save 1,31,000 crores. Why not we? We people are earning 15,000, 20,000, for 50,000, 1 lakh like that. Why not? You can take the spirit of those people, small people who are having Jan Dhan accounts with zero balances, and if you are having income of 10,000, you keep it aside 10%, 1,000, and you keep it aside, and that will, after 1 year, it will become 12,000. After 2 years, it will become 25,000. Means your 2 years expenditure is protected. If your loss of income, there is 2 months, that will be protected. So that is the way of protecting future. Everybody has to adopt the system of save first, spend next. So every expenditure seems to be necessity, but when you are committed to save something, so every expenditure which is necessity, when one will be forced to spend only for necessities, and if you are having something more, you spend for comforts, but not for luxuries. Luxuries will be only at the last end. If you are having anything more than the meeting, the necessities and comforts, you can go for luxuries. But everything is after saving. So one should start save first, spend next. You start with 10% of your income, and it may come to 15% after 1 year, 20% after 2 years, 25% after 3 years. So that may be up to 25% you can save comfortably by reducing your expenditure. And other way also, enhancing the earning opportunities, means income earning ways that will make present somewhat comfortable but not luxurious, but future secured for unforeseen events like pandemic situation, loss of income, health reasons, education, marriage. Everything will be comfortable when if you are having savings based investments. Many people will ask questions: how to invest, when to invest, where to invest, and people may not be willing to take risks, and sometimes they want confusion. In that confusion, many people will lose time and lose money also, and they will be, to avoid that situation, whatever the amount saved, if it is a small amount, you keep it aside as a liquid for unnecessary, unwanted, unforeseen events may happen in the life, maybe accidents, or maybe healthcare issues, or maybe some other unexpected things, so it can protect it. And one should have at least 3 months of expenditure amount as a liquid amount. Means if there is a loss of income for 3 months, you should be able to cope up with the loss of revenue, loss of income comfortably. So one should have at least 3 months of amount needed for expenditure as liquid cash, maybe in bank account, post office, or cash in hand. So that will protect, and that will reduce mental stress and assure good health also. If you are having more money of more than expenditure required for 3 months, then you can go for small investments. Maybe some small, means 3 months of expenditure is kept aside, and 4th month saving, if that is possible, you can go for some installments, maybe chit fund companies or saving schemes, insurance policies, anything can be taken up for 2-3 years, and that will make another area of investment. So after obtaining some amount, you can go for purchasing of a plot or house or furniture. That will help that. So under any circumstances, one should not go for borrowing for spending, one condition, and borrowing for unproductive comforts or assets or household durables, anything. Whatever you want to do for personal expenditure, it should be out of your savings or earnings only, but not from borrowing. If you borrow for meeting the household articles or spending, you have to meet both the expenditure as well as interest and installments. That will add financial stress and causing damage to health also, and disturbance in family also. So it should be avoid first, adopt savings, accept the truth, what is your status, what is your capacity, then you can go for savings and investments. So all these investments depends upon the availability of funds and risk taking capacity and period of needs. And when do you need? After 2 years or 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, after 25 years, that will decide the nature of investment. So all this should be taken care of when we go for investment. I stated earlier, excess spending is injurious to wealth. Means any amount you spent more than you are earning will definitely damage your wealth first, next health, and next relationship with others also, with lenders, with friends or anybody, because you are always in minus. Which today 10,000 minus, next month it may be 20,000, after 3 months it may be 30,000. You may not be able to cope up with that expenditure, and you may be in a position to not to face the lenders, and you may not be in a position to repay installments, and your account may become NPA, and all these problems may come. So you should not cheat. It means you should not misguide your own self. You guide yourself in such a way. First savings, next necessities, third comforts. If anything left, you go for luxury or household durables like that. That should be the action plan for everybody to be followed in their individual life. Next comes, so I have saved some money of 3 months expenditure. So where to keep it? So as I stated earlier, 3 months, every time you should have a sufficient money to meet 3 months of expenditure needed for next 3 months. So that is 3 months expenditure may make you comfortable for next 3 months, and in any amount more than that, that can be, as stated earlier, may be used for recurrent deposits, post office deposits, insurance policies to secure future, children education, and any household durables also can be gone. But the savings also should be transformed as financial investments. Financial investments, it will come back. It is spent for household durables, it will not come back. It is already spent, means spent. But if it is a deposit in a bank, a post office, or anywhere, chit fund also, the money will come back with additional income. So that will further secure your future, double security. So that is, transform all your savings as investments to create wealth as much as possible. It is not necessary that you should not compare with others, children's friends or children's friends' parents, and comparison will always lead to excess spending that will spoil our economy, our family, our health, and also relationship with everybody. So it is better to maintain with your income and save first, spend next, and next savings, investments, and anything. It may be seems to be orthodox, but every orthodox is having some reason of protection. That protection is financial protection. That is, everywhere the protection, comfortness will give more happiness. That happiness gives healthiness, healthiness gives wellness. For what purpose we should save? For what purpose we should make investments? See, everybody today, after marriage, maybe children may come, their children education may need some money, or after some time we may need independent house or apartment. For that we need savings. For that we need investments. Borrowing may be there, but up to 50% of the investment required, you have to come from your savings only. Don't go for borrowing for more than 50% of the requirements of purchasing a house, vehicle, education, or anything. Means if more than 50% borrowing, means it will add financial cost, financial stress, and again the problems. When you are having 50% of the cost of the investment required, then you go for the investment, maybe purchase of household or house or vehicle or anything. So that will reduce your stress and ensure happiness. And also there may be children may be needed education, maybe house, I stated earlier. Functions may be there, children marriage or some other functions, family functions may be there, marriages will be there, and that may require some amount of money. That should be saved in advance and spent out of that amount only, but not borrowed money, but not other compulsions. So your life, you have to plan your own life. Nobody is going to guide you. You have to guide yourself. Your money will guide you. So you have to be careful what should be the savings and how should be savings and how should be spending, how it should be postponed, is that required or not. All this is to be borne by yourself and your family only, nobody else. Next comes, what are the expectations from investment? What we expect by investing some money, what is our expectation? We expect some money out of that income or investment. How the income comes? If you make a deposit in a bank, the bank will give interest. If you make insurance policy, insurance company will give bonus. And if you make chit fund company, they will give dividends. And if you invest in shares, the company will give dividends and bonus ratios, all these things. So how much you expect from the investment and what is the risk involved? Higher income, higher risk. Risk carries reward. If you are taking more risk, you may get, if you are expecting more income, you have to take more risk. If you are expecting less risk and your income may be very less, so you have to bifurcate your investments in 4 ways I stated earlier: no risk, low risk, medium risk and high risk. So that high risk will make you an entrepreneur as well as speculator. Means risk carries reward, you may get more or you may lose the investment also. And medium risk definitely will be, time lag may be there, income may come, may not come. The risk is very less, but income also will be very less. Based on this risk taking capacity, income will be there, and that income will decide whether to invest, when to invest, how to invest, where to invest, and where to join with that, and all these things will decide. And another aspect of investment is, another requirement of investment is liquidity. Means suppose I am investing today, I want the money back after 15 years. So regularly I am investing every month 1,000 rupees. You can say every year 12,000. So I need money after 15 years, not now. So the forced savings will make me comfortable after 15 years. So that liquidity, you should be in a position to withdraw the amount as and when you require. So that is the liquidity. That option should be there in your investments. And as stated earlier, income and liquidity. More liquidity, low income. More liquidity, low risk. So all these things should be considered before investment, making any investment in business or house, any other deposits also. Next comes is safety of investment. Everybody cannot take risk of investments to lose everything. So I stated earlier, you divide your investment in 4 sectors and based on the safety of investments. Means your money should come back first without risk, and next, if your income is there, your money should come with less income. Your money should come back with more income. Your money should come back with higher income. So all these things decides the safety of investments. Sometimes if a high risk means you may lose entire investment and you may not be you getting an income, but you may lose everything, investment as well as income. Medium risk means you may get back your investment, you may not get anything. But low risk means you may get income, you may get back your investment with small amount of income. No risk means you may get back your only investment, you may not get anything else. Based on that investment required and safety, you can decide the investments, nature of investments. Next, what precautions should be taken when we want to invest in the shares or businesses, commercial organizations or any other thing which is handled by somebody else, not you. You are not doing your business and somebody is handling your funds, carrying on business, and you will be only inactive partner as a shareholder or inactive partner, nothing to do with the management. So then what should be precautions to be taken? We have to see that what was the past performance of that management earlier. The management is successful, you can go for investment. Of course, you cannot expect everything as expected, but at least there is safety of your investment is issued and income may be less. But if the past performance is not good by the management, everywhere wherever they taken accepted investments, the people has lost, means you cannot invest on their experience, because experience is there, but costly experience should not be there. So best performance of the management should be a guiding factor for investment in a business, or I stated earlier, or shares or anything. That is one of the guiding factor for investment. And next is growth prospects of investments. If you are making investments, what should the growth prospects? Suppose if you are going for investment in technology company, the prospects will be very high. In transportation company, the prospects may be high. But sometimes there may be a loss also because of inactive, not acceptable to the market, that may be loss also. The growth prospects of future. Suppose you can see Infosys company when started with 8 members in Pune, now it became thousands of employees company. Many such companies. Wipro started with small number of people and small investment, now it became a top company. The same way, what are the future of what are their future plans, how they want to expand, what will be their future products, and what will be accepted, whether the products will be accepted or services accepted in future or not in the market, that should be considered. You can see there are so many companies, you can say Nokia and So many international companies, even now we have seen around 150 companies filed for bankruptcy in US. So many 200 years old companies also filing for bankruptcy. Means growth, when they cannot adopt adopt the change for the future, there will be no growth prospects. If any time the company may collapse and will go for bankruptcy, you may lose your investments. So what are the growth prospects, growth planning of the company or investments agency where you are investing should be one of the deciding factor for investment. I stated earlier, whether we can go for even for investment also, whether we can go for borrowing or our own investment. My suggestion is to go for investment only with your savings. Don't go for borrowing and investment, because investment is risky job. It may lose because somebody is managing. You may lose not only income but also investment. So for that, to prevent that, you go with your as much savings you have, you make investment, so that risk bearing capacity will be better, and also there will not be effect on the your lifestyle. So sources for investment is also important. If your sources are from your own savings, there is not much problem. If you are having borrowed money and invested, there may be a risk of losing income as well as investment also, but your commitment to lenders will be fulfilled compulsorily. That will create another headache, means loss of not only income, investment, but here liability to repay the interest, a loan or installments. That creates a lot of problem. So my suggestion is to go for investment only with your own savings. That will help to take risk also. One more precaution where investor has to take is whether the initial investment or joining after the activity has completed, means subsequent investment for expansion. Suppose the entrepreneur is running a factory. If he is joined with him at the time of registration, company registration, and establishing plant and everything, if it is for initial investment, so you will become a part of the initial investment and you will become the promoter and you will know everything what is happening. You don't know the future performance, but you have taken risk to invest. But when you go for subsequent investment, you can see the past performance, you can see the style of functioning of the management, and what are the source of funds, whether to take investment or not, what are the future prospects, how the investment is going to be used by the commercial organization. That will make some change. Of course, you may get less amount of share, but it will make comfortable and also will be protected with your savings. Another precaution is speculative. Because you are having investments, as stated earlier, you can go for no risk, low risk, medium risk and high risk. All speculation business is high risk business. Maybe in commodities or shares or anything, it is a commodity market. Speculation itself is dangerous. You may lose income and also investment. So speculation, try to avoid speculation as much as possible. Just like going for casinos, you may get the money back with additional, or you may lose everything. The same way, when it is a speculative investment, and one should think of how much risk, what is my risk taking capacity, and what is the time requirement, and all these things, and safety of investment required, and that will decide whether to invest, when to invest, how to invest, how much to invest. This speculation is always dangerous for anybody. You can enter the speculation business only with your surplus savings, not only savings, surplus savings to meet after the emergency requirements and the short period requirements, medium period requirements also. If you are having anything more than that requirements, you can go for speculative business. You can take the risk to lose. You may gain more, you may lose also, but you may lose investment also. That is most dangerous. And one more precaution required to be taken while investment is tax benefits. Now the government is collecting tax at the rate of 30%, higher rate of 1/3 of the income goes to tax department. So we have to see what are the tax benefits given for the investments. Maybe post office savings are giving investments, housing loan purchase investment benefit is there, and as well as, so what is the tax benefit? Because it's going to, government is collecting 1/3 of your income, you should know what are the benefits given on that investment. And that tax benefits may be in the deductions on investment, maybe exemption or deduction in income earned, or maybe exemption or deduction at the time of withdrawal. All these three stages at the stage of investment, at the stage of income and at the stage of withdrawal. All these should, what are the tax benefits available? Based on the tax benefits, the investments can be, nature of investments can be decided, that will be useful. All these precautions will make the idea about the investments to be made while with risk and period of investment and safety of investment. So these are some of the precautions that may be considered before going for investment.